Time to move the discussion to the NBA for some next levelish. Clement Townsend, Laura Britt here with you on the rally. The Warriors won their 15th straight postseason game last night, Clement. It's the longest postseason win streak in NBA history. Also now the longest in the history of North American sports, passing the 1992 and 93 Pittsburgh Penguins with their win last night. Clement, we keep coming up with new standards of greatness for this team. We got to stop doing that, first off. But what does this Warriors run mean to you? Because it does seem like every time they do something great, you go, well, they should do this.
Yeah,
they should do X. They should do Y.
It's just simply remarkable when you actually take a step back and look at what they're doing. We're talking about an undefeated run in the postseason. They are competing against the best of the best, the teams that have separated themselves and made it to the playoffs, and they did it coming through the tougher Western Conference. Everybody felt like in the East, the Cavs had a cakewalk, but the Warriors would have to face a team like the San Antonio Spurs, which they did, even though Kawhi Leonard got injured. But still, it's the tougher Western Conference, and they just destroyed Portland. They just destroyed the Utah Jazz, a very up-and-coming team with a lot of potential, and just destroyed the San Antonio Spurs, and now doing the same thing to Cleveland. Then factor in some of the injuries and other things they had to overcome. Let's not forget their head coach, Steve Kerr, missed 11 games in the playoffs, didn't miss a beat with Mike Brown there on the sidelines, and Kevin Durant. Some people probably forget that. He missed 2 games in that first round against Portland. No problem. They still won those games. And what about having an off night? You know, sometimes you just don't have it, Laura. When you look at the Golden State Warriors, they are a team that likes to shoot three-pointers. And sometimes you're just cold. They say you live by the three.
They're like NBA Jam.
Right. They're just on fire every single night.
Every single night.
So when you look at all the obstacles they've been able to overcome in the Western Conference, the fact that they haven't had a game where they just didn't seem to have it. They haven't had a game where another team was just lights out and they couldn't overcome that. And it could just be taxing. You know, just one night, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not there mentally. The fact that they've been able to lock in and be focused every single night and arrive at a Game 4 with a chance to sweep through the entire postseason to go 16-0. It is just amazing what they have done, and a testament to the talent and the mental fortitude of the players and coaching staff.
It's almost like, you know, we take LeBron for granted. A lot of people say that, his greatness and what a great basketball player he is. I feel like we kind of do that with the Warriors. You almost take them for granted because they're so good.
Yeah, I mean, they are a super team. I would say we kind of expected this because they won 73 games a year ago, and then you go and add, in my opinion, the best scorer in the NBA in Kevin Durant and a former MVP. I thought they would be good. I wondered how they would divvy up the shots, who was going to get the last shot if it came down to it, who was going to have to take a step back, and it's evident that Klay Thompson is the guy who had to take a step back, although in Game 3, he did his thing with 16 in the first quarter and 30 in the game. But this team is so selfless. That's the one thing that you worry about when you have all these stars. A lot of times you can have a lot of egos, but these guys have been able to put those egos aside, play for each other, and they've done that very well.
It's been remarkable and really fun to watch.